This is the command center for the large commercial boiling, chilled and sparkling Zip HydroTap. We have all of the hose connections at the rear of the unit. We have an LCD at the front so you can control the unit, and the filter door which houses the filter. Before we install the unit under the bench, just remove the dust caps from the outlets. Also, remove the mains in. Mixer out and mixer in are not required, so just leave the dust caps on. Now, ventilation for these larger commercial units is critical. We've pre-cut some ventilation into this unit. There's an air intake grill, a warm air outlet duct, and there's a template supplied with your HydroTap to help you cut that duct, and another outlet duct cut into the kickboard. Supplied with your Zip HydroTap is a ventilation duct which must be affixed to the side of the unit. You can use the supplied talcum powder to help you slide it into place. Now move your Zip HydroTap into place. Just make sure you align the vent that you've put on the side of the unit with the hole you've cut in the bottom of the cupboard. Once they're aligned, secure the vent to the side of the unit using the screw and Allen key provided. This is the boiling, chilled and sparkling model, and the first connection we're going to make is to the mains water supply. Your kit comes with a braided hose. The first thing we're going to do is connect the end with the elbow to the rear of the unit. Your Zip HydroTap also comes with an inline filter. Connect that to your mains water supply. Just do these connections up finger tight, and then you can do the last quarter or half a turn with a shifting spanner. Then connect the other end of your braided hose to the inline filter. Once the water connection has been made, you need to connect the USB cable. There's a female connection from the unit and a male connection from the tap. Orientate them correctly, then click them together. You should hear a loud click when they're connected properly. Once they're connected, wind up the USB cable and locate it in the rear of the cupboard up out of the way. This will protect it from water damage or mechanical damage that may occur in the cupboard. With the sparkling units, you'll need to fit your CO2 bottle to the unit. And the first thing to do is to fit the regulator to the bottle. There's already a washer fitted to the side of the regulator, and there's a spare one attached with a cable tie. Just do that up finger tight and then use your shifting spanner to make it nice and tight. Then take your braided hose and attach it to the bottom of the regulator. You'll first need to just cut this little cable tie here, which has a small olive on top. Put the olive inside the end of the hose and screw it on. And again, you can tighten that up with your shifting spanner. Now it's time to attach the bottle to the side of the cupboard and then to the unit. There are two Velcro securing straps supplied with your kit. They need to be attached to the side of the cupboard using the screws provided. Then attach the bottle with one strap towards the top and another one towards the bottom. Now connect the other end of the braided CO2 hose to CO2 in. Once you've connected your CO2 bottle to the unit, it's time to turn on the gas and check for leaks. Turn on the bottle first, then screw in the regulator. Make sure the needle on the gauge goes into the green area, which is between 2.7 and 3 bar or 270 to 300 kPa. To check for leaks, take a sponge and some soapy water and put the soap suds around the connections you've made. If you see bubbles appearing, just tighten up your connections. Next step is to connect your hoses. They need to be cut to length and then connected to the HydroTap unit. The red silicone hose is for your boiling water out. Make sure you have constant fall from the tap to the unit, measure it up and cut the hose to length. Push the silicone hose onto the boiling nib. There's no need for cable ties or clamps, as the silicone hose will hold itself to the nib. Do the same with the vent hose. Also in the box, you'll find some insulation. Fold it in half and then cut it or break it. Then feed the blue and white hoses through each piece of the insulation. Next, connect the Y connector to the spare pipe on the bottom of the tap. The carbonation valve is fitted to the sparkling out of your HydroTap unit. There's a flow adjustment on the rear of your carbonation valve. Using an Allen key or a flat blade screwdriver, adjust the flow so that it's between 1.2 and 1.8 litres per minute. Mark up the hoses so they have good fall from the tap to the unit, and then cut them. Plug the blue hose into the chilled out and the white hose into the carbonation valve, which is at the sparkling out. The HydroTap comes with an IEC electrical connection, which is found at the side of the unit. Plug the cable in and turn the switch on. The first screen asks you which language you'd like. The default language of your Zip HydroTap is English. If you want to change the language, press here. If not, press next. You'll then be asked to do a CO2 purge. On the screen, press start. You'll hear gas escaping from the tap. Wait for 10 seconds, then press stop. And next. You'll be prompted to do a filter flush. Open the filter door on the right-hand side, locate the flush pipe and remove it. Using a bucket, open the stop valve and press start on the LCD. Water will start flushing through your filter flush hose. Wait until you've filled the bucket with at least 8 litres and then press stop. Turn it off, give it a good shake, then relocate the filter flush hose back into the filter compartment. Once you've finished your filter flush, press next. The unit will now go into calibration. To start the process, press calibrate. This process takes about 8 minutes for your unit to find boiling point. Once the calibration process is finished, the unit will ask you if you have a boost installed. Press home to go to the main menu. And there you have it, your boiling, chilled and sparkling Zip HydroTap is now ready to use. If you've got any inquiries or installation questions, contact your Zip distributor.